ranking every single brand new uniform from this 2025 NFL offseason. And starting with the throwback uniforms, I'll start with the Steelers. I'll go with C, because obviously, I mean, overall, as a uniform, pretty awful. But I will say that for a throwback, which you just have to put them up like an extra peg or two, because it is a throwback, it's not supposed to look good. It's not awful. The yellow helmet, really like the yellow helmet. That's probably the best part because the jersey, just overall inconsistent. The back is just all yellow and then a very bold black and just black text and numbers. And then the front is the cool old design from the 30s, I believe. And then white and black numbers. And then the city crest obviously is absolutely beautiful, but that's such a small part of it, you don't really even notice it. So just overall inconsistent, and of course, it's very hard to have a good uniform with tan pants. But it's the throwback. What are you gonna do? Overall, I'll put it at C because it's not an insanely terrible throwback uniform, but it's certainly not good. Next up, the Packers throwback uniform, and this is definitely at least better than the Steelers. Overall, it just looks better as a uniform, and of course, by far the best part, those beautiful leather helmets. Oh my god. Illinois did this last year, the college did it last year, and it looked fantastic, and I'm very glad that this is becoming a thing, and it should be a thing for anything, for any era that was consistently using leather helmets, also known as the 20s, 30s, and a bit of the 40s. Oh, beautiful. And obviously the Packers never have had good throwback uniforms, but I think this is by far the best. The pants, once again, obviously not good, but what are you going to do? It's not terrible for the throwback uniform, and the jerseys actually look pretty good for Packers throwback uniforms, which is a very specific category, but they look alright. So overall, I'll go C, because again, it just doesn't look good, but it is a throwback uniform, so I'll peg above where it would be if it was just a regular uniform, and definitely ahead of the Steelers. Then next up, we have the Saints' new gold jerseys. And they've had these before. I don't know why they keep getting rid of them and bringing them back. It's pretty silly. But this time, they decide to wear the black helmets with gold jerseys and black pants. And if you just look at this picture of Cam Jordan, it just looks silly. It really does. Like, I think the Saints' typical uniforms look really good. They just need to do the all black. They need to have their regular ones with the gold helmet and then all black, and then same with the away. But then they need to have all black with the black helmet and black everything else. They need a gold everything with gold helmet, now the gold pants and jersey. And then they need an all white, which I believe they are actually doing with the white helmet and then white jerseys and pants. So it's just, why? Like, the gold isn't bad. It's the fact that they chose to do it with black on the helmet and the pants. I don't know. I don't like it, but C. Next up, we have the Buccaneers' new throwback uniforms. And obviously, they are good creamsicle uniforms, but it's just it's all white, I'm pretty sure it's only going to be worn at home. Like, they're not doing an away and a home version. I could be wrong, but it's just a worse version of the creamsicle uniforms. It's just the away version, right? Like, I don't know, bro. Like, it's good, but it's not as good as what they had before. And again, I'm not 100% certain if they're just adding this onto their home creamsicle ones, or if these are just actually the new creamsicle uniforms and there's no cream on it except for the small details. I don't know. I feel like it's potentially really pointless, or potentially just a once-a-year thing will look all right because it'll just be creamsicle at a different stadium. So I don't know, man. It's kind of pointless, but it's whatever. And the Saints' white helmets, and once again, all white is certainly an interesting thing. It can definitely work, like such as the Bengals, and it can definitely be all right to pretty good with the Packers and now the Saints. I think it's a cool look, and honestly, I'm glad that they tried. I'm very glad that the Saints tried this, but I just don't think it'll look fantastic. I'm gonna go B, because it's obviously not bad. Like, a color rush uniform, always going to at least look decent. But, it'll be eventually whatever. Just like the Packers all white and white helmets from last year. Also the Saints, like at least the Packers are up north, the Vikings are up north, the Bengals are up north. Like they have snow. New Orleans does not get snow, you know? Like they live in a stadium and it's going to be a dark stadium with bright white uniforms, and I doubt they're going to do anything else besides maybe like have white shirts for everyone. I don't know, bro. It's fine. Again, with the Saints, it's fine. It'll look fine. B tier for the Saints white helmets. Now for the Browns, brown helmet, their first ever brown helmet, and this team is called the Browns. Pretty crazy. But either way, I think it's getting more hate than it should, because they're doing what the Saints should be fucking doing. They're putting a brown helmet on an all brown uniform. Already their uniforms look good, I'll be honest, and putting it on an all brown will look pretty freaking clean. I'll like it a lot. And I don't know. It's just a good thing that they did, and I really like it. Obviously, the whole uniform as a whole, kind of bland, but what are you going to do when you only have brown and orange? I mean, you could have done a little bit more white, but already their brown uniforms were purely brown and orange. So I think the Browns did a really good job, definitely underrated, and I like it a lot, and yeah. Now, the Chargers yellow uniforms, and obviously they completely rebranded their uniforms, kind of. It was like, you know how the Colts, like 2 years ago, slightly changed their shoulder things? That's essentially what they did, but they did tweak the colors, they did tweak some other stuff, but they did also add these yellow and eventually navy uniforms, which I get to, but the yellow, all yellow besides the helmet, it looks pretty clean, I'll say that. I think it looks better than the Browns. Yeah, better than the Browns, all brown, and then slightly worse than the Bucks creamsicle. But just a clean look, just all yellow. It's nice, and I like it. So good job, Chargers, with this one. Now for the Chargers home and away uniforms, and again they tweaked it. But honestly, I don't know if they like tweaked the colors or something, because they look good. I mean, again, it's still the same. With the home being the white helmets and then the blue jerseys and pants, and then I don't know if they changed the away arrangement, because now it's just the white and then blue pants, but I think it's really solid. Well, not solid, pretty good. Chargers always have good uniforms, except for when they don't. But yeah, I'll put it above the creamsicle uniforms, definitely, or the all-white creamsicle uniforms. Chargers, it looks pretty good, and good tweaks, because you really didn't need a rebrand, but I like it. Very good job. And now we get to S tier, starting out with the Commanders Super Bowl era throwbacks, also known as the Redskins uniforms with a taco holder on the side of the helmets. And again, the Redskins uniforms were great for well over 50 years. Just, consistent, beautiful, just a good, solid look. They didn't try to do anything too crazy, although they probably could have benefited from that. But it's just the Redskins' entire thing with the taco holder logo, and there's nothing you could do wrong there. I really, really hope that either the Commanders rebrand out of the Commanders. Unfortunately, they're probably not going to do that because they are successful with Jane Danielson. It's kind of a whole era at this point. But you either got to do that, or you got to completely just be the Redskins with a taco holder logo. And very good job, Commanders. I really like it a lot. Please make this your whole brand eventually, because it is nice. Now for the Bills red helmet. Oh, yeah, no, this thing is nice. I will put it ahead of the Commanders throwback uniforms, as it's just incredible. The Bills, I don't think have really ever looked bad with a red helmet, pretty much at all. I mean, there maybe was the one time where they had like more of a navy blue color, and that was a whole weird thing. But this red helmet is nice. And obviously they're only playing it once, putting it on once. What am I talking about? And it'll be red helmet, blue jersey, white pants. I think it'll be a solid look. Again, I feel like sometimes when you try to mix 3 different colors on all 3 of them, it can look weird. But the thing is that all parts of those have a good amount of all 3 colors. So it's going to look balanced, and it's going to look really nice. And I honestly can't wait. It's going to look so beautiful. And especially when they do like an all red at some point, I think they're definitely going to do that. That will be something special, I tell you what. Oh my goodness, that'll be good. but I really like the red helmets, and I think they could even do like a red and then all blue or something like that. I really like that. Good job, Bills. And now for the best uniforms of the offseason so far, I do have to say that because the NFL Rivalries program will be releasing eight new uniforms. I guess it's probably a little bit more, but 8 new uniforms for 8 different teams for specific games in the AFC East and NFC West rivalries. So that'll be pretty cool to see what they do with that. But I'll probably do a whole different rankings for specifically those because it is a different thing. But maybe by the end of August I'll do a total rankings. But anyway. Also, I believe the Seahawks are supposed to get one more thing. I don't know. Anyway, Chargers, Navy, all Navy. Oh my god. Oh, it's so weird. It just brings back the LT days. I was not even alive for those days, but oh my god. This is nice. It's just, the Chargers back in the LT days had some beautiful Navy uniforms, then got significantly worse once they moved to, well, I guess when they got to later in the 2010s and then eventually Los Angeles. Those Navy uniforms were pretty bad, but I think it's just the fact that they changed the logo on it to now be white or yellow, navy blue, and then white on the inside, and same for the numbers and everything. Oh my god, it's so beautiful. It's so clean. It's just a complete package of beauty. It's perfect, and I love it so much. Chargers overall did a fantastic job this offseason, and they might have the best overall uniforms in the NFL. That's debatable, but they're in the top 5 for sure. Oh my god, those navies are so good. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think about these rankings, and I guess I'll probably have to make an update for the NFL rivalries and potentially the Seahawks other ones, but maybe they're not getting one, and maybe the rivalries will just be a completely different thing. I have no idea, but thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. See ya.